When did I start gigging? That would have been the fall of '79. I was 15 and I joined a band. I was asked by a friend to join a band called Purple Sage. And we used to play out at the Junior Ranks Club in Suffield. We were getting all geared up to do that first Junior Ranks Club gig, and we got a short notice wedding call, and the guys took the gig. The only problem was how am I going to get to the job? So I'm only 15. And so this is in town. It's at St. Edmund's Hall, which doesn't exist anymore. The only way I could get there was I needed a ride, so Mom gave me a ride. I had to call on Mom. And so we get there, sound check, set up the whole thing, and being that it's my first gig and Mom doesn't really know these people, she just kind of sat in the back row. So essentially for my first gig, my mom crashed the wedding. And I had been on the road for quite a while. I just got married, and it was kind of like, wow, this being on the road thing is there's too much time away. And so I needed to try and do something to get to come back home. So I was offered an instruction job, and I accepted. And when it came time to transfer over to that job and start doing that job, I couldn't do it right away because the job got postponed for a year. In the meantime, I hadn't taken any gigs. So you can't just snap your fingers and fix all that. So I ended up having to do a lot of just labor jobs and things like that. So I was working construction jobs, and just as a laborer. At one of the jobs, I was down in a hole slugging a form out of the hole for pouring basements. The concrete guy says, "Hey, are you that musician guy?" And I said, "Yeah, that's me." He says, "Well, my son's really interested in taking some bass lessons. Could you show him some things?" I said, "Yeah." So the kid came up and the dad came up and we had a lesson, and it was kind of fun. So we booked another one. He told someone and they told someone, and pretty soon I started in September with just that one bass student, and all of a sudden I had 50 students coming to my basement in Redcliffe, and I didn't really have to worry too much about the labor jobs. And that went for a full teaching term. Then I did get the job with the local music school as well. So then I just merged all that together, and I've been doing that ever since. I teach quite a range of ages. So at one of the school programs that I'm involved in, there's kids as young as 5. And so with a 5-year-old, it's not going to be real heavy theory. It's going to be more about discovery and just figuring out rhythms and dabbling around on a lot of different instruments and getting excited about being a musician. That's kind of how we approach that, because I co-teach that program with my partner here at the school. And as far as my oldest student goes, he is 93. I've been teaching him since he was 86. He was a very accomplished piano player already. So it was just a matter of transferring everything over from his piano knowledge, transferring it onto the guitar, showing him how the guitar is set up. That thing about as you get older, you're less receptive to new concepts. He kind of blows that whole theory right out of the water, because he is so inspiring that way. He's so quick on the uptake and able to use his old knowledge to take him to new places. And I just find him super inspiring. I had a lot of coaches over the years and a few teachers as well that really brought what I thought the best out of me, and I didn't realize that. That took hindsight to be able to realize that those people made me try, even when I didn't feel like it. If I wasn't feeling well or good or whatever, it didn't make any difference at all. I would show up and I would bring the best I had that day. I'm trying really hard to get that through to my kids, that it's like, if there's an exam or a concert or a recital or something like that, it's just show up and be present that day and really bring your best show. I hope that's what people remember.
Girl, you really got me going. You got me so I don't